Salt Lake City. Let's meet the competitors in the Slam Dunk Championship.
Philadelphia 76ers, Clarence Weatherspoon. This time he provides instant excitement off the bench, Errol Minor. Now in his third NBA season, he leads his team in both scoring and assists from the Denver Nuggets, Chris Jackson. His dunk provides the exclamation point for his team's fast-paced attack from the Philadelphia 76ers, Tim Perry. Is the first player ever to compete in the AT&T Long Distance Shootout in the Gatorade Slam Dunk Championship in the same night. He finished second in the 1990 Slam Dunk Championship from the Houston Rockets, Kenny Smith. His contributions off the bench has helped the Jazz contend for first place in the Midwest Division, and his dunks are legendary in Utah and all around the NBA, David Benoit. He'll try to become only the second player ever to win back-to-back slam dunk titles from the Phoenix Suns, Cedric Ceballos.
Them straight for you. First of all, from 3 to 2 rounds, 3 dunks each round, and the best 2 dunks will count toward the player's point total. The top prize money $20,000, total of $42,000. But what's at stake here is pride. All 7 dunk and then the other. Crowd loved it. Charles, Isaiah, what'd you think of that one?
Hey, Charles, he used to do that against Auburn a lot, didn't he?
No, we owned Alabama when I was in college. He's a little after my time, though, Doug.
Well, let's hear you give him an impartial critique.
Oh, he went to Alabama. I can't be impartial.
3-point and the slam dunk. Oh, Kenny Smith surprised us a couple of years ago, and he may be on that track again.
Beautiful 360 in the air. This is great body control.
Well, you're going to see it. He does the 360, and it's beautiful catch, and he had power.
Yep.
And the big thing with the power is it must be clean.
Yes.
I tell you, the players loved it. The players were lined up over there.
Remember, the judges are tough early.
And a 46.5 the score.
I've seen him this year, how thin he is. I mean, he has lost a ton of weight.
The bounce and the two-handed jam from Chris Jackson. Not pleased with the effort himself.
But, you know, in the papers.
Again, the bounce dunk and the timing. Chris Jackson with the two-hand dunk. I think, again, the important thing is to make that first dunk.
With Dr. J anchoring this group, they're really tough on you,
Yeah.
and especially in the first round.
Isaiah Thomas, you're a guard about his size. What do you think of this effort?
Well, I think what you see, the smaller guys are trying to do it.
So right here are the standings in the first round, first dunk. Smith with the best score so far at 46.5, followed by Benoit Jackson.
Glass.
Errol Minor, the rookie from Miami.
Call.
Minor.
Well, watch how far he brings it down.
Charles Barkley, Isaiah Thomas. What about some comments?
Well, let me say something. The reason all these guys jumped up because I got money bet with them, and they got Harold Miner, and I got Cedric Ceballos. Well, as you can see how high he jumps. He clutches, he gives a little Michael Jordan between his legs, hangs on the rim.
Total last year in the NBA. There's Tim Perry's dunk following Harold Minor. Not going to get a really great grade, probably. Isaiah?
As you can see, there's really no creativity, there's no excitement to the dunk, and the fact dunk because he doesn't seem to be excited about it. If he would hang on the rim and do a little bit more.
Weatherspoon, he's going to be next as we look at the standings to do it because he actually tried to jam it through the hoop.
This year, you must make an attempt on the rim. Oh, come on now, not bad. Not bad. Now, he got a few 10s over there from the players.
The Shaq gave him a 10.
He
Weatherspoon is, but watch this.
Oh.
I mean, that's a serious dunk with power.
Charles Barkley, I just said he reminds me of a young Charles Barkley. What do you think of this?
Well, first of all, he doesn't look as good as I do over there. But I tell you what, he's got explosive jumping ability, and people compare him a lot to me, and I can never jump like that.
From the sky cam.
Score for that dunk.
Well, it's a low score, but I think what the judges are really looking for are style points, and it's a very...
Well, didn't get much of a rise out of the crowd.
It's not enough style into it. It's a very difficult dunk to do, but he's not putting enough style into his dunks, and the players got to realize right now that that's what the judges are really looking for, because all those guys sitting over there can dunk, so they're looking more for style and dunk.
David Benoit from the Utah Jazz, a crowd favorite. That's big. Two-handed windmill. Wonder what the
Juwan both gave him a 10.
Remember, Connie Hawkins and Julius Erving are 2 of the 5 judges.
Yeah. See, you know what? You really don't appreciate these dunks until you see them in slow motion. I mean, you can't see the guy hits the ball on his feet. He takes it up. He spins. He hangs on the rim. You can't see that.
Weatherspoon after the first round.
Now, he's got this one. He bounces between his legs off the backboard. This one's going to go over his head.
He had to grab the rim in order to stay up long enough to grab the errant ball.
As excited about the dunk as he should be. I mean, he's got to give a little bit more enthusiasm and be a little bit more enthused about what he's doing out there in order to convince the judges. You got to sell. You got to be able to sell the judges.
From Miami, let's watch him. Big power on that, Charles Barkley.
And he hangs on the rim, gives it a little style. And he's figured out what the judges want. The judges want style, and the fans just fell in love with him right now. And look at it. Oh, my God.
That ankle really shows.
Big butt, that's going to help him jump even higher. I'm looking forward to it.
Big lob. Oh! Okay, Charles Barkley, what do you think? Here it is in slow-mo, Charles.
Oh.
Okay, let's look at it again, and this time we're going to listen to it. Yeah,
right now, they're not selling.
Reminiscent of Dee Brown a couple of years ago when he won, also selling his dunk. Harold Miner way out in front. The top 3 will advance after the first round. Well, he got them both. Didn't look like it impressed Thunder Danvers.
Again, it's a very difficult dunk, and not many players in the NBA can do this, but the judges have seen it before. Doc has seen it before. Connie Hawkins invented it probably, and you got to be able to sell it, and the fans are not even buying it. You got to be able to get the fans.
Chris Jackson with a 38-26. Not much hope for it. Impressive, but once again the bounce to help with the elevation, and the judges, you see them leaning back over there. Here it is.
They're going to get excited. Harold Miner's getting ready to dunk again, so now you're going to feel the excitement. The first dunk in many instances sets the tone for the rest of the night for a guy like Harold Miner. He came out with a great dunk. We see Chris Jackson here, and this is a great dunk.
3 scores are totaled for the total. Maybe the weakest of his 3s. They've been spectacular. The first one was on.
Idea in mind. He's trying to get the crowd into it. I don't know if the judge is going to buy the bounce, but if you can run it all the way back before he even went to dunk, he walked over and he shook Connie Hawkins' hand and gave him 5. So he's trying to get the judges on his side.
He must have heard you.
Does that count as style or creativity?
A little bit of both.
The left-handed
Looks
jab.
like he's a little nervous and he's trying to hold it in, and in doing so, he's being very stoic.
And not happy with that attempt, Tim Perry. He needed a 48.9 to move past Cedric Ceballos in. And now, with this Tim Perry dunk that hit the edge of the rim, Minor, Weatherspoon, and Ceballos are going to advance. Here are the standings. Minor, Weatherspoon, Ceballos. Now, Weatherspoon does get the third dunk here, but there's not really any point to it because you don't carry your
Slam dunk competition with a plan.
Yeah,
They did not just go out there and randomly dunk. They had to dunk just the next dunk. They knew exactly what they were going to do.
So here's Weatherspoon's final dunk here, but remember, he's already guaranteed of advancing along with Minor and Ceballos into the championship round. As we look back over a decade of slam dunk contest, which ones would we consider to be the most memorable? The majority of us cannot comprehend the incredible athletic feats before our eyes, but from Charles Barkley, your comments.
This guy's got great jumping ability, has some serious power in his dunk. That's a pretty rare thing to have.
He really waved that thing around. That was what Michael could do. He could wave that ball, he and Julius.
He changed his mind. Yeah. That's good.
Now, that's the same one he did in the first round, wasn't it? Isn't it the exact same one?
He's not going to get as good a score as he did the first time. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I may tend to disagree with you because he has the fans in the palm of his hands right now.
Well,
and they were really excited about it. And he got them anticipated his dunk. He took his time, he walked up, and the judges may buy it.
And I think they did. They're going to give him a 47, which continues in the dunker's seat here. 47, 44, 47. Remember, 3 dunks here. The top 2 scores count. Defending champion.
There you go. There's a 1-foot takeoff, and he carried a little distance. Was able to do some stuff in the air with it.
Good point, Doug.
Zeke, what do you think?
I think he'll score well on this dunk because, first of all, he goes after it. He's excited about it. At the finish, he gives a little bit of extra to it, and he's enthused about his dunk, and I think the judges will reward him for that.
That's a good dunk. That's an excellent dunk.
Not a great score.
And still have 1 to go, so he is right now in the driver's seat to win this.
Oh, very big left-handed windmill jam from Minor.
One hand, good dunk. It's hard. And watch him at the end. See how he gives the style. Watch how he plays to the judges, and he's a bad boy. Oh, he's just a bad boy.
I tell you what, this young fella is awesome.
Trophy, Harold Minor with a cumulative 95.
Well, a 50 would give Weatherspoon 94.7, and a 50 would give Ceballos 92.3.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if there's anything he could have done. Harold Minor deserves to be the slam dunk champion this year.
But don't you guys think that he set the tone with his first dunk? The first dunk, he got the crowd behind him in the competition tonight.
Yeah, he got the crowd the first time he dunked, and I think what
Now Weatherspoon for his final. These guys are dunking for second place. Good power dunk from Clarence Weatherspoon. Get ready to look at Harold Minor.
give a 360, and he's going to put some style in it. Oh, and then he's going to look at the rim, hang on it a little bit, come down. He's just a bad boy. Real sweet.
Isaiah, some people have called him Little Jordan, so I guess maybe there is a very well-spoken Harold Minor. You're going to be hearing a lot more of his voice. The slam dunk champion of 1993, and he did it with a lot of style. Harold Minor, as Isaiah Thomas dubbed him. He's a bad boy. We'll be back in a moment.